We got all of our logs piled up here, and so far every cut has been done with a battery saw. Like I say, I'm kind of using the combination of the 80 and the 40, because I'm gonna try not to overheat the 80, use the small saw for the smaller stuff, see how long it'll get us, and we'll see if we can get the entire tree cut up. So now it's time to start bucking it up, and we're gonna get into it. I don't know if there's something wrong with this battery. The battery shows that it's got 2 bars on it, but this thing keeps shutting down, and I'm going to change out the battery, and maybe that's the problem the whole time. We're going to run it and see if the other battery does the same thing. The battery's not hot. I haven't run this thing for a good 30 or 40 minutes while I was moving these logs, so there shouldn't be a heat problem with the battery. This battery shows 4 bars. I don't know if you can see that. Shows 4 bars fully charged, so we're going to see what it does. That first battery, I believe the battery is just bad. I may try to take it to Harbor Freight and get them to replace that. Well, I spoke too soon. Let me show you what I'm running into though. This battery still shows 2 bars on it. And the other battery, when it got down to 2 bars, is where it started acting up. I would think that 1 bar would mean that, you know, it still has a little bit of life, but evidently there's an issue maybe with the battery meter, because it definitely shows that it's not dead. It shows that it's halfway. So with it being halfway, it ought to still be running fine, but it just now started shutting off on me. That's kind of misleading if you can only use half a charge on a battery, right? If it's a 5 amp hour, then it should have 5 amp hours, but it did cut quite a bit. We'll take a look at that here in just a second. What I'm gonna do, the battery I was just using is pretty warm. I just switched to the other battery, which also has 2 bars of charge on it. The other one is warm to the touch. This one is actually completely cool. It's probably about 65, 70 degrees out here right now, and the battery feels pretty much like it's outside temperature. So I'm gonna try this battery out again and see if it's the battery just getting hot and shutting off, or whether it's just half life. I believe that's all she wrote. So now it's showing that we're at 1 bar on the battery after just a couple more cuts. So pretty much you definitely are at the end of the life whenever you get to that point. All right, so we officially ran our 40 volt and our 80 volt saw completely dead, only 1 battery each. I switched the batteries out a little bit. So just a summary of everything. I cut the tree down with the 80 volt and then bucked up the big logs with the 80 volt, you know, into about 10 or 12 foot lengths. And then whenever I got up to the smaller branches and all that kind of stuff to where that all the trash would be, I used the 40 volt to trim all that stuff up and pretty much get out all the firewood down to about 4 inches. 4 inches is about the smallest piece that I went to. So then pushed all the waste over the hill, brought the logs up here to the concrete, and I cut 59 pieces of firewood before both batteries have crapped out on me. But I really haven't gotten into the real big stuff. So we got a little bit of production out of our battery chainsaw. And some of these are some pretty good pieces of wood, good size, but it's not, I didn't ever get into the real big stuff. The biggest I went is up to about 12 inches, and I've got it all the way over here to about 18 or 20. These are nice size logs right here, both of these. So I kind of started working my way from the smallest stuff and going towards the big, and I never made it to the big stuff. So guys, there you have it. We used 2 batteries with 2 saws. We got our tree down, moved over here. We've got it sawn up into quite a few pieces, but my batteries are dead and I don't have 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes to get them charged back up before it gets dark. So back to my gas saw, and I'm gonna fire this thing up and saw this up. I bet I can have this sawn up in less than 10 minutes. So we're gonna jump into it. Guys, if you enjoy videos like this, make sure you click the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, share it with anybody you know, and thanks for watching.